Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ryan Makes Sense. This is the fourth and final video in my four-part Millionaire Challenge series. I am very excited about this because I've gone through Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, what the modeling and projections could look like if you invested 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15, 25,000 into a brokerage account, or if you did a retirement account, a Roth IRA, which I highly recommend you look into. When you start taking distributions from that account, you do not pay any taxes. So if you're getting a dividend every month or every quarter, you don't pay taxes. Oh my God, isn't that amazing? And we also looked at people who are over 50 who can contribute an extra thousand for the catch-up contribution. So I'm gonna share my screen on what I'm gonna do to solidify my millionaire seven-figure status. Um, we'll look at my age. We'll do a couple models to show what it could look like for an 18-year-old, 30-year-old, 50, 60-year-old. So um, without further ado, let's jump on in, and I'm very excited. All right, so this might look familiar to you, but if not, let me explain. So we looked at Microsoft, Tesla, and Apple. We looked at their dividend yield. Microsoft has a 0.81%, Tesla 0, and Apple a 0.53% dividend yield. Microsoft's 10-year average is 27.67%, which is great. And their return on average since inception is 31.8%. When I did the modeling on Microsoft, we went with the more conservative number, which is what you're seeing a pattern here of. For Tesla, their average 10-year return was 42%, which is crazy. And their return since inception was 92%, which is also crazy. And then Apple with a 0.53% dividend yield, 29.23% 10-year average. And the return since inception was around 34%. All facts. These are all facts. I am not making these up. I looked at FinViz right here with you guys. I got the dividend data. I looked at the 10-year average return for all of these stocks. And I also looked at the data tables showing the actual returns for all three of these stocks. This is all facts. These are all facts. So you might be asking yourself, okay, what are you gonna do? What's next? What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a model for over 50 years old, maybe someone who's 50 or 60. We'll look at a model for people who are 18 who just opened a Roth IRA. We're going to look at a brokerage model, and then we're going to look at my investment plan that I'm going to follow, and we're going to be tracking it every year. Let's go over to the 50. We'll start at 50. So we need the average of all three of these stocks because I am going to be doing this. You do not have to, but we're just looking at if you did. Talk to your financial advisor. So the average for all three of these stocks is 33.04%. The average dividend is going to be, why does it say 17? That's not right. Is there something else in? Let's delete any data. Oh, because this is not a percentage. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's not. So there we go. Point. There we go. Okay. So the average here is 0.45. So 0.45 dividend and 33.04%. So 0.045 and it was 33.04. All right. And if you're 50, this is what it looks like for you. At the year of, so you can legally start taking distributions at 59. So if you start taking contributions at 59, you would be making 379,000 a year. So over 50, 379,000 a year. You would only be making around 42,000 a year. I'm sorry, your account would be at 379,000. You'd be making 42,000 a year, $3,506 a month. That's a little harsh given what we could be making. So if you wait an extra 4 to 7 years, I'm just going to highlight it here. You can be at you could be between 1.2 million to $3 million. Okay. And the legal retirement age, I mean, I don't know what the legal is. I don't know what the legal retirement age, you can retire whenever you want technically, but I think at 67 that's considered like retirement age. So, if you started at 50, you could do that right there. And you would be at 4 million. So you work for 17 years and you contribute for 17 years. That 4 million 340,000, let's see, 4 million, not 40 million. It's going to be 4 million. So that in an account, you could be $447,000 a year, $37,000 a month in income. Okay. That's if you're 50 and these three stocks contribute their average over the last 10 years that they have been. Let's now look if you are 60 years old. I'm just going to go ahead and change some numbers here. 60, 61, 62, 63. Okay. So to get to the 1 to 3 million number, you are going to have to work about 13 to 16 years and contribute the 7,500 and don't take any distributions. Now, you have to talk to your CPA or your financial advisor. I think you are legally obligated to start taking distributions at 67, but I could be wrong. If you can keep this account growing until you're 73 to 76 and continue to add the $7,500 a year, you could get to that $3 million mark when you're 76. That's not bad. It sucks, but it's not bad. If you're living to 100, I mean, you could stop at 76 and enjoy the rest of your life getting, those dividends every month or quarter, whatever the distributions are for your stock. So really think about it. You are going to be playing catch up. I think the average lifespan in the US is 77. So, do with that information what you will. I've seen some really healthy, good looking 73, 76-year-olds. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm not a financial expert, but that's what this information could look like. If you are 60 and you want to contribute more, and it doesn't have to be a Roth IRA, you could put it in a brokerage as well. The tax structure is a little bit different, actually quite different. So talk to your professional. All right, going over to the IRA, we're going to start out with 18-year-old just because that's the beginning. All right, 86. All right, you're 18 years old. Okay, we need to put the 0.45 in here. And the average return is 3304. All right. So if you're 18 years old, you put in $6,500 a year. You can legally, at 59, start taking distributions. You could have $3.6 billion if these three companies performed at this rate. Why is it showing yield of 0? Oh, it's that's why. There we go. Okay. Just want to make sure. So you literally, if you're 18 and you're watching this, look at this math. If you're 18, you put in $6,500, then you continue to put in $6,500 until you are 59. I mean, you could stop technically at 33. You could stop. I mean, why not? But I mean, you legally cannot start taking distributions here until 59. So why not continue to build it up? So again, like this is amazing. You legally can start taking distributions here. That's insane. I'm not even gonna do the math on that because if you have 3.6 billion and you put that into a stock or yeah, stock and you're getting 11% on it, I mean, you're gonna be getting 3 billion a month. So let's 3.6 billion, I think is what it was. Add an extra zero in there. Yeah, you'd be getting $33 million a month. And you'd be making 399 million a year. So if you put it all, if at 59 you moved it from those three stocks and you moved it to a 10, 11, 12% dividend stock. So 18-year-olds, if you're watching this, do yourself a favor and really hit the ground running here. I wish I would have. So we looked at people who were 60, 50, 18. Now we're going to do me. I'm 33. So let's remove this. And I cannot take legal distributions until 59, so I'm literally going to be adding to this until I'm 59, which is kind of annoying. So 20 or 33, 34. I'm going to live till I'm 120. All right. So this year I'm putting it into Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft. I have quite a bit more in my IRA right now, but it is allocated to different stocks. So I've bought some stocks already, but for tracking purposes, 6,500 in 2023. That's the max I can do. So at the age of 59, I will have $47 million, which is amazing. Let me see what is penalty for cashing out Roth IRA. 10% fee. Okay. So I would like to cash out much earlier, but I do have my investments on the side that I'm doing as well. So yeah, I don't know if I will or not, but so what I'm tracking to is in the year 2049, I will be 59, which is crazy. And I should have 47 million there. So let's take that 47,308. 47,308, 1, 2, 3. So if I move this over to a 10% paying stock, 10% dividend stock, I should be making 437,000 a month. That's pretty good. So honestly, kind of amazing. Kind of in shock by that. And that's if, not the brokerage model, my bad. That's if these stocks do perform at 33% a year. So what I'm going to do for my next year video is I want to see my account be around 15,000, but I would have to make that video around June, July of next year, because that's when this video is. So very exciting stuff. We're going to track this every year together. It's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. It's the power of compounding. I do anticipate moving my other funds into those three stocks. I will let you know. It'll be video number 5 for 2023. And we'll track it from there. So, without further ado, if you made it this far, I hope this helps you. This spreadsheet is going to be below. I want you to take advantage of it. I hope you're doing well. If you made this far, please subscribe and hit the like button. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.